this Ignite session, we have one more presenter. Now, in Vincent's presentation, there were a lot of questions regarding interventions that have been done. And I think at the core of this are issues to do with transparency and accountability. And this lady coming up on stage is going to share with us how they are building a platform that ensures transparency and accountability. So without further ado, put your hands together and welcome with me, Sandra Awili from ShareCard.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sandra Awili. I'm the founder of ShareCard. As I wait for the slides. So, very recently, our university lost a building. Do we understand the value of the data that we lost? Also, recently, we suffered a pandemic. Do we understand how many girls have been affected? You see, when pandemics happen, daily problems do not stop, and I'm going to talk about period poverty. When organizations closed their doors to girls who needed support and the girls that they were supporting previously, we need to understand that issues like period poverty do not stop for pandemics. They continue. So many girls struggled during this time, and I was one of those girls, struggling to manage my periods, struggling to afford menstrual necessities. During this time, I did not have a job or an income. So I decided to do something about it. Last minute, I enrolled into the EU Global Hackathon. Out of 5,000 young people globally who attended, we emerged overall winner. My plan was simple: get money, and then get the necessities, provide them to the girls. But then I had a problem. How was I going to account for all of this money? And how was I going to make sure my team is competent enough to give me accurate data? This is where PadShare came in. I built a digital tool that would ensure I receive accountability of all of the period packages I was sending to the communities in minutes. And it worked. But then I also realized there's another problem. This is me in Kasese, visiting one of my clients who recently signed up to the ShareCard platform to monitor 5,000 farmers. This book we're writing in has data dating back to 10 years of people who visited that place. Same thing happened recently when the government was providing support to people in communities' food. All of the data was being put in papers. But do we understand the time it takes to process this data and how unhappy the people who were doing this work were? Typically, this is how your offices look after a project is done or a project is running, filled with paperwork everywhere. You don't know where to find what, and it takes a lot of time to shift through all of this information. But we need to understand that time is money. So now, we went back to the drawing board, and then the product we built for PadShare, we redesigned it to a product that can be used by every other organization serving communities. ShareCard is a digital monitoring and evaluation platform that gathers, aggregates, and analyzes implementation data in minutes. All you have to do is make sure all of your projects are set up on the platform, have your agents go out into the field, and every time they come into contact with someone benefiting from your projects, they are documented, scanned. So now you have an easier life. No paperwork to shift through. All of your reporting is done in minutes. You can share project files and data with all of your implementing partners, and you can know how much time it is taking for this work to get done. This is our current client in Kasese, Biosyntech. Biosyntech is looking at documenting 5,000 avocado farmers to build an avocado plant in Kasese. Today, he knows the faces and the names of each and every outgrower that is working with him. He also knows their capacity, and all of this is done on a single dashboard. If you are an organization like this who is working with a number of people in remote places, simply scan this card, fill in our survey, and then we can talk about how we can support you, reduce the time it is taking for you to understand the coverage of your program, the impact you're making in the communities, and the people whose lives you are making a difference in. This is our plan to make data more manageable in the African space. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, fantastic. Ladies and